Yeah, if I'm allowed, I've got to ask Jane that.
Oh, we are going to get
Jane, where's Jane? Jane, please. He's going to buy a 2-week holiday to Vegas and come to SEMA with us, and you're all invited.
Yeah, we my friend Matt Armstrong, my friend.
Legend.
He probably won't say he's my friend. And then Tavares as well came, which was like, it was crazy for them. And my friend Chris Licks as well. So we had like a really good bunch on the last one. I'm really lucky that at home we've got a field in the back garden, so we can do crazy things, but without being worried about getting arrested or the police coming to my door.
So, guys, thank you for sticking around today. You crowd have been amazing. You've been here throughout the day. I got Mr. 64 here, Mark McCann. I met him back at British Motor Show, was it, or was it petrolheadonism?
British Motor Show.
It was. Well, actually, I met him before, but I had a few too many lemonades at Goodwood Revival.
Yeah, Goodwood.
And what I do in the morning when I go to Goodwood is Festival of Speed. I have a few hours in the morning where I go and say hello to the people I want to meet when I'm really professional. And then I go get drunk with all my clients and bump into lovely people like you.
Professional?
Yeah, that's it. All of the professionals. So, Mark, you know, you've stormed the internet at the moment with your channel. Amazing Lamborghinis with fridges on, helicopters. Like, there's nothing you haven't done. Like, you're smashing out of the park. But Mark owns a YouTube channel, and it's Mark McCann 64. Is that correct?
That's correct, yeah.
Okay. But you're doing something different. You have really thrown the rule book out the window at the minute, and you're doing like a game show kind of thing. Talk to me about that.
Yeah, we're just trying to do alternative sort of content, really, and stuff I enjoy. And we did one recently. Didn't do particularly well on YouTube, so go and watch it. Yeah, just stuff which me and my family and my friends can get involved with and just have a good time. Stuff which I want to do.
I think with what you're doing is so high production value. Like when you're watching the videos, it is like you're watching a BBC production. You know, the number plates are moving, like the fun you have on these things. But I think your audience aren't ready for it yet. Like what you find is like your audience are so stuck in their way of what you do on a day-to-day basis. Yeah. When you change the game, they're kind of like, they're not ready for it, but they'll come across to it.
Yeah, a lot of people have said, like, because the thumbnail was so different, and as you know, thumbnails and like it's a crazy, you know, just good content isn't enough sometimes with the way it all works. But yeah, I feel really privileged that the opportunity we've had to do this. I can't believe people are bothered to stand there and listen to me talk, but
it's funny, like, I don't ever get to watch people's videos, but I send you a video weekly as a joke. The only time I get to watch videos is when I'm in the bath, because I sit down, I get my phone out, catch up on a bit of petrolheadonism, bit of you, bit of Matt Armstrong, bit of Rat Rossa, my pals, and it's like, when you watch you're so excited because how he comes across and the stuff he does is next level. There's no rule book with you. Like, there's no rules.
I'm really lucky that at home we've got a field in the back garden, so we can do crazy things, but without being worried about getting arrested or the police coming to my door. So
because you own police cars, basically.
Yeah, that's a secret.
Sorry.
Not anymore.
Oops.
Yeah, we're lucky that we've got those opportunities which other people don't have, and I've been speaking to a lot of people who've come and said hello today, and they've said that what we do is what people dream of, like I used to dream of, and people are starting to live that through what we're doing, which, like I say, it's all new to me still, and I think it's crazy. Still think it's crazy when people want to have their photo taken with me. And I saw Auto Alex yesterday, and I've never met him before, and he was like, Mr. McCann. I thought, God, Auto Alex knows what my name is.
It's amazing, but the hardest thing for me when I started doing YouTube is my pals watching me, being the guys that you well know, like on screen, like I'm always bouncing, I'm up here having a laugh. But if I was in front of my friends, that's when I get slightly embarrassed, because they see me for me, not me being known by everyone. Do you know what I mean?
100%. And like, I was really embarrassed doing all that in front of my friends because I didn't want them. I don't know why. I was worried.
Yeah.
And I'm still like that with my family. Like, I cringe if. Yeah. But my friends now have come really on board, and they're enjoying it just as much as I am, and they want to be a part of it, which makes it a lot easier, a lot easier.
When you watch you though, like, he has worked for everything he has. I mean, a lot of people don't know. They see you doing your buggy racing around your field, but they don't know how special you are in the racing world. Like, let's talk about that for a minute, because you earn, you know, your position on your YouTube channel, you being here, the cars you have, the racing, the stuff you've done, your business, you've actually worked hard for it and you've done it yourself. So talk to me about your racing career.
Yeah, it's off-road buggies, so that's sort of my background, is getting dirty, doing jumps in cars, and it's what, you know, breaking my back. That's sort of like what I've always done throughout my life. And it's really special to me, and I didn't think any would be, you know, interested, and they are in the buggying. And I've been lucky enough to win a lot of championships, world championships. So yeah, to bring that into the public eye, just for the people who do that as well, it's helped the whole series, help people understand, which is nice.
How did you get into that, though? Because it's not something you can just go buy a buggy and go join in, right? There must have been a way of... Have you always liked buggies? Have you always liked racing?
I always raced motocross, and then I got to the stage where I'd race on a Sunday, and by the Tuesday, I still couldn't get up the stairs because everything hurt. I've had false knees, like my collarbones were a mess, broken femurs.
Wow.
Broken neck. So it was time for a change, and now I've got a roll cage, so it doesn't hurt me, it just hurts my pocket.
I was talking to Auto Alex earlier. I have lots of motorbikes, but I don't have a bike license. But on a bike, you're not completely in control. So, like, you know, on a bike, if you're racing around a track, you are vulnerable to everyone around you. As we saw your amazing arena cross show that you were part of, they're so vulnerable. Someone's coming in hot and you're in the wrong place. You have no protection, correct?
Yeah, I've got a lot of friends who are paralysed, waist down,
Wow.
neck down. So I got out of it
at the right
still
time,
relatively in one piece. Especially I've got a little daughter now and my wife, and I didn't want to be the stage where I was in a wheelchair, and you know, so I think I got out of it at the right time, but I don't regret any of it. Like, it was amazing times.
And it's amazing, because I've got a wife and 2 kids at home, and we watch your channel all the time. And the funny thing is, we love the fact that you bring your daughter and your wife into the mix. You wouldn't be here today if it wasn't for the lovely ladies that support us. But it's amazing you bring them on the channel. She's on the judging panel of your new show. And I believe you've got some special guests on your channel coming up very soon on the next, on the new judging videos that are coming up.
Yeah, we my friend Matt Armstrong, my friend.
Legend.
He probably won't say he's my friend. And then Tavares as well came, which was like, it was crazy for them. And my friend Chris Slicks as well. So we had like a really good bunch on the last one. So I'm hoping it'll do well in numbers, which unfortunately that's, in our world, that's what we're all chasing.
It's all about that fun now. It's about the fun now.
It's crazy, and you know, we all number watch, don't we? And it's when that video comes 10 out of 10, we're all devastated.
And the problem you've got is with numbers, right? So I've been doing videos for a few years now, 5,000 views, 5,000 views, but I was doing videos to no one, 200 views, 100 people, and it was always enough. Like, oh, when's the next 100? When's the next 100? And now I'm getting 5,000 views on every video, which is, I'm a small channel, so that's fine. My last 2 videos, one's done 300K, one's done 70, but it's never enough. It's never enough, right? Like,
no, because like, we've got our first YouTube plaque now, got the 100K.
Oh, congratulations.
Oh, amazing. And I remember when we did it on the day, we were actually at an event, and we had a cake, and it's just, but I never ever thought that we'd get to that stage. And now you're at that stage and you're still not happy.
No, you're still aiming for the next one.
And it's like, if somebody said to me, you can have 100K subscribers, I mean, that's me done. At that stage, I'm happy in life, I'm done, but you're always chasing that next goal.
Now you're chasing that another 0.
And then when you look at, you know, Matt Armstrong and Matt Watson, all those people, Tavares, you know, and I'm hoping with the way our channel's growing, you know, we might be that person. Because when I look at Whistling Diesel and people like that, you see that they've got these millions of subscribers, millions of views, and you think to yourself, where were they 2 years ago? And it's not possible to see that with YouTube.
No.
But I'm sure in some of their videos they say, if we get 1,000 likes, and you think 1,000 likes, and you look at the likes on that video,
got
and
millions.
It's done like 100,000 likes. But at that time, that's the number they were chasing.
Yeah.
So we've all been there. And I think YouTube, it's such a privilege to do, because like literally anybody can do it. You know,
you can get your phone out here, walk through a corridor, do a video, and it might just go viral.
Yeah,
There's
you don't
no
even
rules.
need a camera. You just need a phone, and like I'd say probably everybody here's got a phone, and it's that simple. And yes, it's difficult to make it and get the numbers, but I feel that as long as you're enjoying it, doing it, if you get 50 people watching it, it's still amazing. And
like, there's probably like maybe 200-300 people stood here, and to imagine that some of our videos have had 1 million people watching us is unbelievable. Like in America on VinWiki, so I was speaking to Ed Bolian the other day, who owns a big channel in the States, and I got 28.9, I think it went over nearly 30 million views on his channel. And to think that I'm struggling to get 5,000 on one of my videos is nuts. So it's just that demographic you're trying to hit, right?
yeah, and I feel with what we're doing, you know, a lot of people say to me that they sit down with, you know, the dad, the wife, and the kids all watching our channel, so that the whole family sit down together, which, you know, is brilliant to think that, you know, we're entertaining enough for people to watch it. And like I say, because we're having a lot of fun as well, you know, it's a privilege, and I love, like, my life has gone from being busy and then busy doing my racing, and now it's busy to a whole different level. And like you said, with Jane and my daughter, if they weren't a part of it, it wouldn't be possible, because I'd never see them. You know, it's such, and I don't do my own editing like you, a lot of the guys, you know, luckily I go to work, earn money to pay for the editors, so I'm in exactly the same situation, but somebody clever's doing it instead of me.
Well, you're clever, you're the man behind the screen, which we understand, but we do appreciate what the editors and the film guys here and the audio guys do. It goes a lot into all the stuff you see. You don't realise how much effort goes into it. It's ridiculous, you know?
Well, last night we went for something to eat, and I was with Matt Armstrong and his lovely lady Hannah, and we're sort of going for something to eat, and then I said, let's go to here, and he's like, he was in there about 10 minutes, he said, I've got to go, I've got to put a video out. So he literally had no tea and worked till midnight, or God knows what time last night.
Well, I left you guys, didn't I?
Yeah. You were exactly the same course you were. So it's weird that, you know, I'm lucky I don't have to do that, but honestly, the amount of effort, yes, they're getting numbers, but, you know, like everybody here works hard and you go to work, but this, you know, this YouTube thing isn't this. It's hard.
It's really hard.
Really hard. And it's a full-time job. You know, I used to think that if you were doing that, you're just having a bit of a laugh and like it wasn't a serious job. But these people, you know, your Adam C., your Scott, all those people, they're working so, so hard.
You see Matt Armstrong at the moment is flying, right? And he'll work through the night with Freddie till 1 o'clock in the morning doing a video. And he'll film for 6-7 hours. And that'll be consolidated into a 40-minute video. And then he'll go home and look through that footage. So not only do you film it for 7 hours, you have to look through it and find the stuff that you want to use, put it in a video, but these people do it for a job. I have a normal job as well. I run a car sales. You have a normal job as well. So we have a different aspect of what we're doing. You know, these guys have stopped what they're doing as a normal job, and this is their livelihood. If it fails, they fail. But there's no failing when you know, the only people that fail are the people that give up, right?
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, it's they're the proper champions. Those people are out there
amazing.
doing it. Like, we film stuff, and I think this is really good, and then I send it off to the lads, and then it comes back, and all the stuff we filmed isn't in there, and I'm thinking we spent half a day filming that, and they're just so ruthless, and they're like, it's not interesting enough. We'll go to the bits which they think are interesting, and they're right, and people watch it and enjoy it, but. Yeah, it's ruthless.
It is funny how we can film a video. I filmed a video with Adam C. last Christmas where I had my Lamborghini, which is the fake Fast and Furious one, and we went and got a 15-foot Christmas tree, and it was like the worst storm in the world. The wipers didn't work. I had no tax, no MOT. I was on trade plates, and we drove to a charity to deliver this Christmas tree. It's the most fun I've ever had. We both said, we watched the video like 5 times over. It was, I can't watch myself back. When I watch a video, it's cringeworthy because I'm in it. But I watched the video over and over because it was so funny, and it did like the worst views I've ever had. And it's funny how you can put that much effort in, and then you do a quick video, which is like nothing, you know, I'm just filming around the car with my pals, and it will skyrocket, isn't it? It's crazy.
Yeah, it's weird how that works, but like we sort of put so much effort into every one, but then sometimes, yeah, it doesn't do particularly well. which, yeah, it's a difficult situation, which all the creators, you know, you just, like you say, I've had videos where I think this is, and I do watch my videos. I think that's because we can get an extra view, but I watch them and I try and learn from them because I want to be better at it, and I learn a lot. I watch you, I watch all the other guys to try and sort of like make what we do better, but I am a believer of watching it, understanding where it wasn't quite brilliant, and trying to make it, trying to tweak it. And before, you know, I watch before it goes out on that Tuesday, 7 p.m. I've watched it loads and loads of times to sort of, you know, yeah, just make it a little bit better. We do revision after revision after revision.
And the details and the production value is amazing. What I notice is we are all a collaboration of like pals in some way. Like we met each other through the game. We never knew I'd be friends with Freddie or Ed or you or Matt or Scott. And we're all like-minded people out there for the right reasons. But there is something you have in your garage that none of us do. And, you know, we sadly lost Ken Block this year. And what an inspiration he has been to the world. Like all the hairs have just stood up on my arm just thinking about him. You know, like, so sad to see him gone, but he left doing something he loved. He didn't die in an aeroplane going to Spain or something like that. He died doing something he loved, and, you know, we respect him for that. But you have something in your garage, which is probably one of the most iconic cars in the world at the moment, right?
Yeah, about 2 years ago, I managed to sort of get hold of the ultimate car, the Fiesta RX 43, which is the car. And obviously, he was fit and healthy at that time. He sold it me. It was amazing. I got it into my possession, and obviously I didn't ever realise I paid too much money for it because it was Ken Block's car, and I was such a huge fan of Ken Block for no other reason. I bought it because it was his car.
For the right reason.
And now it's turned out to be way more special, but now it's really delicate because before I had that car and nobody cared. They watched it, but they didn't care about the car. But now everyone's got an opinion. What do we do? Do we put it in a museum? But I've spoke to his family. They want it used. They want it abused, the same as what he did. But it's just finding the right time, because I know so many people wanted to see it here today. But I don't feel it's ready for a car show yet to have everyone's photo taken by it. So it's just really, but what I want to do is I want to make sure that everybody who wants to see it gets to see it the same as I did, because it's a special thing. And I want everyone to enjoy it the same as I enjoy it.
It's amazing. Mark has been a friend of mine for a long time now. I say a long time, probably a year and a half. And he just makes me aspire to be better. But please, guys, get your phones out, right? Go on your subscribers now on YouTube, your Instagram, TikToks. Check him out. His TikToks are hilarious. Some of the stuff you do is brilliant. We've got one in the pipeline, a TikTok video that we filmed probably a year ago of a car that I've just sold you with being a little bit naughty, but it's a bit of fun. Where can we find you on socials, please?
So pretty much everything is Mark McCann 64. So, you know, your Facebook, your TikTok, your Instagram, YouTube. So it's all exactly the same tag, Mark McCann 64.
Thank you very much. Guys, if you want any of his merch, it's on his store at the top. He also has different stuff, which is a bit more exclusive on his website. Please check him out. Please give Mark McCann a round of applause.
And thank you for everyone who watches and wants their photo taken.
I tell you what, I really enjoyed that. I listened to all of it, and I didn't fall asleep.
Yet.
Mark, amazing having you with us again. Petrolheadonism Live last year, now Petrolheadonism Underground. We're going to do Petrolheadonism Live again this year. And are you going to come to SEMA with us?
Yeah, if I'm allowed, I've got to ask Jane that.
Oh, we are going to get
Jane, where's Jane? Jane, please. He's going to buy a 2-week holiday to Vegas and come to SEMA with us. And you're all invited.
And also as well, all your lot and what you've done here is mind-blowing. It is mind-blowing. I've walked down there and I knew it was a car show, and I knew it was underground, but when I've walked through there, I get it. Like, this is a different level. I was expecting carpets and flashing lights, and this is a show which is so much better than that, and I didn't realise the vision you had. And I've walked down there and I've seen cars which people have put every single penny they own into.
Absolutely, it's amazing.
Like, every minute they've worked is in a car, and it's amazing to see the cars here.
I saw him this morning, right? And I walked up to him and said, "Have you been to the green zone?" He went, what do you mean? I was like, this is it, right? And he's obviously in the influencer alley. Then above it, you've got the amazing Motor Addict stage. He's like, this is it. I was like, no. You haven't seen the spectacle that is Petrolheadonism Underground over here. And when you walk in, it is like walking into the set of Tokyo Drift in Fast and Furious, right?
It's unbelievable, and the variety of cars. I'm a massive car fan, and like the cars,
you've got a huge collection of lots of cars worth how much? Your video said? About 4.3 or...
Yeah, so like, I'll get embarrassed
You
with
just
that.
go to his YouTube channel, you can find out how much his collection worth, but it's probably gone up 10% since then anyway.
Yeah, it's I'm really lucky.
You're really lucky you got a wife that lets you do that.
Yeah, yes. I used to have a 1 in, 1 out rule, and somehow that went out the window, which I'm happy with. And she's not a handbag person or like any jewellery. She enjoys. We're going on the Gumball rally.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
He's aerosoled, okay, on his Lamborghini out there. He's got a red aerosol and just wrote Gumball on the door in paint. Like, you're another level of awesome.
Yeah,
I don't know how that works with IP and branding, but yeah, he can get away with it because he's Mark McCann.
Exactly.
Yeah, so that's always been a dream of ours, and we've got a daughter which we're sort of like going to leave behind with a couple of bags of food. And put
Not on the roof, like a fridge.
Yeah, it'd be fine. And then we're going to sort of go on the Gumball, and it's our honeymoon really, because we've never had a honeymoon.
Wow.
And we're going to get to experience. It's always been a dream of mine to go on that, and now, like this will sound a bit sad, but my dad died recently, and he left me some money, and that's all going on the Gumball. So,
That is amazing.
So that's where we're going for.
Absolutely amazing. Look, I know you heard Mark be interviewed by Sam, but all I can say is all the influencers that are in pink lower, all the influencers that are on pink upper, they're not influencers, they're content creators, they're grafters, but overall they are passionate petrol heads. From your classic Fiat 500 to your E36 BMW to your dirty SVJ, they all have one thing in common, which is what I enjoy, is bringing them all together and sharing that passion with all you guys as well. And that's what this is about. 100% full stop, bringing petrol heads together.
So for most of you people know who this man is here. This is Mr. Petrolheadonism. This is Chiro. I met him in 2019 in Vegas, and he had this vision, okay? He had in the Sharnbrook Hotel and did little small car shows at his show. Little small, they were huge, basically, some of them. And it has just snowballed to Petrolheadonism Live, the first one, the second one, the other shows he does with Adam C, Auto Alex, Calvin's Car Diary, to this, okay? And this is another level, right? No rain, no shine is going to get in the way of this. This is underground.
Oh, look, the sun is shining. I can see it over there.
I ordered it for you specially.
Do you know what? You've done such a good job just this morning on this stage that I'm going to give you this stage again. You have your own stage at Nebworth in front of the house.
Thank you very much. I appreciate that. we're having a bit of fun, aren't we?
50p a day. It's the cheapest commentator I could get.
I'm hard up. I'll take whatever I can get.
Thank you, Mark. Pleasure. We're going to move on to the next segment now.
Can a mic drop? I've always wanted a mic drop.
You can put in for the mic. Thanks, guys. We're going to do the Neon Light Show in 5 minutes. So we're going to get all the neons on. Give Mark McCann a massive round of applause. Thank you.
Thank you, Mark. Quick reminder, hit that subscribe button, the like button, and then the bell button, so you get alerts when we release new episodes, and follow us on social media too for extra stuff and more alerts about videos we're releasing, which at the moment is every Sunday and the odd Wednesday too. Bye for now.